This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Sprott, Stansberry, Vancouver Natural Resource Symposium 2015. I have with me Todd Anthony, First Majestic Silver Corp. It's a publicly traded company, AG on the NYSE, FR on the TSX. Todd, welcome back to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. It's great to be here with you.
You know, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a crazy market. How are things at First Majestic? Because you're a leader in the silver market.
Well, things are definitely a lot more strained than it was 4 or 5 years ago. There's a lot of changes that are occurring. Obviously, a lot of cost cutting. We are having layoffs. We just actually recently announced a new acquisition of the company, our 4th publicly traded acquisition in the last 12 years of a company called Silvercrest Mines, who has a mine in Mexico.
I know that one.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's your market cap now?
Market cap as of today is roughly around 500 million, down from 3 billion at its high in 2011. And quite interestingly, in 2011 we produced half of the amount of silver we're producing today, but yet our market cap is a fraction of what it was at that time.
Well, it's just it's market conditions. So when it comes to silver, I always know that, it's the industrial metal. So what's going on there?
Demand continues to go up on an annual basis, roughly 4 to 6% a year. The Silver Institute just came out this week with a pretty positive report on the first half of 2015. So you've got continued industrial demand, you've got continued investment, you have the U.S. or the Canadian Mint shutting sales off of silver just recently. So continuing, demand is there, and supply is just going to get tighter as we move forward.
So Sprott always picks the best of the best to attend their conference. I call this year's conference the Survivor's Ball. What do you think about that comment?
Well, it is a tough business, and the lower metal prices are definitely going to clean house, and I think that the industry does need a cleansing, if you will, because there's a lot of things out there that quite honestly shouldn't be in public vehicles. So
you're a young guy, but what you're saying are really the exact words of what has to happen. Some of the companies that shouldn't be publicly traded need to be fleshed out, and investors, unfortunately, they're the ones that usually get hurt in that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens. But that's not just in the mining sector. That happens in every industry out there. You always have the good companies. You have the bad companies. You focus on management that have executed and have done it numerous times, and then you stick with those guys, and typically history will repeat itself.
So on the acquisition trail, do you feel that there's some other opportunities out there for the company?
We're always looking. In the last 6 months or 9 months, maybe now, we've probably done more site visits than we've had in the past 3 years. So we're always very active. As I said, this acquisition of Silvercrest is probably one of our larger acquisitions that we've done. But we are always looking. We're not really interested in exploration properties right now to have to go out and have to put in $10 million in the ground to prove something out. The focus right now is on treasury growth, and that's what we're going to do. So we're expecting, hopefully, in the second half here to see that occur. And if it does occur, then we'll go back and look how we're going to invest that cash in the future.
Well, you're a sizable company, so you obviously have CapEx under control.
Oh yeah, it is, and it's coming down to the longer the metal prices stay at these levels, the lower our costs will go and the lower our CapEx will go. But there is a time we have to continue to reinvest in the business. You can't go stale. You have to continue to discover more ounces.
So for a lot of your investors, I'm sure they're hanging in there and probably buying at these lower levels. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and but it's always darkest before dawn, and the company is really stronger than we were over the last today than we were in the last few years. So we're in a good position, but it's going to be a tough market.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Anthony, First Majestic Silver Corp. Let's get your website out there.
Sure, you can go to our website at www.firstmajestic.com for more information, or feel free to call me or shoot me an email.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, Todd Anthony. Give him a call or give him an email. First Majestic Silver Corp, 2 symbols, AG on the NYSE, FR on the TSX. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNN Live, and we're coming to you live from the Sprott Stansberry Vancouver Natural Resource Symposium 2015. Todd, good seeing you, man.
Thank you, Shelley. Appreciate it. Thank you.